Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're diving back into some more Better Minecraft Plus. Starting off today, we are going in, busting, and getting ourselves some new gear. So I did a little bit of work. Actually, they have all disappeared. But if you remember, those books that would give you kind of a little bit of acknowledgement, I did kind of toss them all after I used them. But in chest, you find these books that are related to the Igmatic Legacy. And they are tomes. They look kind of like this, corrupted tomes, and there was other different variants. When you would click on them, they would give you a little bit of knowledge, right? They'd give you a tad bit of knowledge and other things like that. I believe that goes towards unlocking different things in these books that I wouldn't normally know about. Because as of right now, like this thing right here, I've never had it. As you can see, I can't hold a button down, or I can't hold control down to go to where it is in the book, unless you've already crafted it, thus gaining the knowledge. So this armor that is right here, I didn't really know about. I don't even know if it was in here. And it might have unlocked when we made this stuff, but I didn't really see any of this gear or armor. But after reading about it, I definitely think I want to move to this armor. It is pretty ridiculous, quite nice, which is going to be a bonus, especially if I want to go after the crawler today, which is definitely on my list of things to do. I went ahead and updated this pack, and there are some new things in here that kind of give me some nice goals to go after, because I was kind of running out of like what bosses are in here because I just don't know. So there's a nice little list here that I can kind of give a quick look up, and we can actually target some stuff, which is going to be super, super fun. But yeah, first I have to go to the end. We have a lot of end city raiding to kind of do because I need to find a bunch of this etherium ore in order to make this armor set. And then I'm going to potentially try and get some new crafts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue ripping this gear off, or ripping the enchants off of this gear and move it over to something new. It probably will be too difficult. But we'll take a look. If not, I'll just keep this gear in a nice safe place. I would put it on an armor stand, but last time I did that, our base burned down and I lost all that stuff. You know, prior Better Minecraft Let's Play. Anyways, with that said, let's take a trip to the end. I think I have everything I need to be able to take on the end. As my backpack got some food in it. Yeah, pumpkin pie. By the way, pumpkin pie is going to become a pretty popular thing, because I can just buy them with emeralds. So that food is definitely the way to go. So if I go over to the end city, that should be the best place for us to head. It does cost a little bit of levels, which is kind of a bummer, but this right here is how I'm going to be able to find more end cities. And I don't know if I fully looted this one in particular. This might have some of that stuff in it. I don't know if I fully looted this whole thing. I'll be able to check here. Oh, there's also this block. That thing just... Oh! That was a mimic. A mimic just fell from here. Oh no, there's a... That's dangerous that there's a mimic. There's mimics right here. Look how they take on my gear. And they are pretty powerful too. They can hit just as much as me. I don't know why they started levitating. Oh, unless they can actually fly too somehow and use the flight. I don't know. Yeah, I've already looted all this. So yeah, we have some more to go. That's for sure. So I don't think there's any other chests anywhere else spread out through here, unless there's some in these areas, which are usually would be, but these are custom in cities, so they may be a little bit different. I'm going to give this a good once over, and then we're going to go find some new ones. I mean, it's just so powerful being able to find like even these type of in cities with this explorer's compass. It's, oh man, it's my new favorite gadget. I mean, it's just absolutely powerful. I love it. And just how I had mentioned earlier that I haven't found this particular spellstone, Yep, it gives you 65% magic damage resistance, which is really nice, and it has a 50% chance to teleport you away from any attack. That one I'm kind of about, but it also says in water you are vulnerable to any damage. But this could actually help us out as far as damage resistance goes. Could be something that can help us against the crawler. Like, that's definitely something worth keeping. After, I swear, 15 or 16 in-cities and also pyramids ran, we now have a chest full of a lot of cool things. I mean, a lot of cool things. And we also found the Pearl of Void, which is another spell stone. As you can see, this offers a few different things. This is actually comparing what I already have equipped, but you no longer need air to breathe. Apparently, with the Void Stone, no longer need air to breathe. Immune to any status effects. Your attacks inflict withering. Any living creatures nearby you, if they are exposed to darkness, receive massive damage and heavy debuffs. What? 35% chance. Okay, so we have a 35% chance that otherwise lethal damage won't kill you. Okay. Okay. So this thing is pretty darn powerful. Immune to any status effect. I looked over this thing. I didn't even realize. I thought it was like an item that like voids items that you pick up because of the name. I didn't even look at the name because I picked that up a little while ago. But look how many orbs of flight we have. It's absolutely insane. And I only needed 24 of these, and I think we even have some still at the base. If we have some extras at the base, then of course we might be able to make one of the weapons or tools that can be generated from it. But look down here. What is this? Is this like some kind of other kind of stronghold thingy going on here? What is... Oh. It's a metropolis. I wonder if this thing has like chests or anything in it. Oh, you know what? This looks kind of like looks like an underground village, but except for this one's in the end. Very weird. Should be able to mine my way out of here. See how fast we can mine? It's insane. All right. Well, now that we have that done, I think we might be able to take on the crawler. I don't know. We might. Let's see if we make this armor. See how powerful this armor is, because it has some crazy buffs to it, which one of them is very similar to the Wither shield, where if you go below like 50% health, you get a nice little shield buff. So let's check this thing out. So these are the books that I were talking about, and I've got a bunch of these while we were out, and so I'm just wondering, does that unlock anything? So nothing unlocked. So I wonder what these +2 knowledge points actually go towards, unless maybe they do go towards something. I just haven't figured it out yet. Not quite sure where the knowledge points go to, but maybe it's something that isn't implemented. But I don't know. Most of this stuff seems like pretty intact as far as these go. You've already read the tome. So yeah, once they're read, they're pretty much useless. So yeah, let's take a look at this gem. Let's also get these guys cooked up. I think they go in here. Yeah, etherium. Let's see. I was looking at the tools. Yeah, we do have more of it. There's actually a hammer that is a multi-tool hammer. That's pretty awesome that you can actually make. So yeah, we did use this for the Grace of the Creator. So that's where we were introduced with that. There is a broadsword that apparently is pretty nice while holding. Wait, okay. It says right click while holding it will throw you in the direction opposite to your side. Interesting. It has a cooldown, so it's got like a little. Wait, it's all over. This armor. This armor, I tell you, is amazing. Oh, this has some nice. Let's see. Yeah, 3x3x3 area. Tills land. This will chop wood and leaves in a 3x3x3 area. Interesting that they didn't go with like chopping the whole tree down. Mines blocks in a 3x3x1, which is really cool. Digs blocks in a 3x3x1, but we take a look at like what this could be used for. The Astral Breaker is pretty nice. Effective against most blocks, and as you can see, hold shift to suppress the effect. Basically, it would reduce the 3x3. press shift right click to toggle. Is it to toggle between the different types of tools? Because that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, this is actually, I mean, if we had just the resources for it, as you can see, the things are a bit expensive. Like the axe is definitely a bit expensive. So I'm gonna wait for this to generate up. We definitely need 24 as of right now. But man, just looking at this stone alone, this thing is powerful. I mean, I know the heart of the golem is powerful. This is, I mean, really powerful. So before we craft this gear, let's just take a look at its lore. I'm going to go ahead and kind of set it here. If you want to read through some of this, all you have to do is pause. But the main things that we want to get away or get from this is it's better. As far as the armor goes, it is better than netherite. So let's put it that way. I already put it up against the armor we had. It is also better than the gear we have. As far as stronger attacks go and light attacks that we receive, we should be fairly protected from most. And that's not even enchanting it. And then I also talked about how there is a shield, and it talks about how the shield is very much like the wither. And it says right here, the bearer from most projectiles, significantly weakened attacks, capable of blocking completely and knocking back whatever attempts to execute these attacks. So basically, it's saying that shield is pretty powerful, but that shield only happens once we get below 50% health, which may not happen as often as you might think. So, luckily, this stuff is pretty sick looking, like as far as armor goes, and it's not crazy to craft. I mean, it's your standard crafting recipe. Keep in mind, though, that getting this material was a pain. That I can vouch for. 100% was a pain to get. Now, notice, I can't be seen with the armor. You cannot see the armor. And I believe that's because invisibility works. And I think this armor has invisibility, if I remember correctly. Oh, no. So after reading up on this, basically it's saying this armor is so weightless and so just not there, even though it is, that we might forget that we're even wearing this armor because it doesn't actually show up on our skin. Kind of an interesting way to not have to model it. However, I wonder if invisibility potions would work because we're wearing armor, but it doesn't show up on our gear. I wonder if that would actually work. Be pretty cool to test out. So now that we have all this, I mean, enchants. That's basically what we need to take a look at. Enchanting these bad boys. Now, I believe with the amount of levels that I have, we could up our enchanting tables. These right now are power 1 enchanting tables. They're really low enchanting tables, basic. Apotheosis has upgraded enchanting tables, right? That lets you do different things to it. So I wonder if I would be able to take this, for example, and maybe get some crazy enchants. I mean, these enchants are very nice, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think they're going to stick. I think I'm going to roll a little bit of enchants. I'm going to see what we can't get from a few of these things. Like this already is kind of crazy. So fire protection. Maybe enchants were kind of fixed. I don't know. Enchants were kind of really wacky before, but we have so many levels and I can just keep on and keep on and on. Really all I want is just max protection on these things. Yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade the bookshelves. 100% we got to do some bookshelf upgrading. So as far as enchanting goes, I went ahead and upgraded to the regular in shelves, which we had totally all the recipes for. So apotheosis, if we go over here and we see we made an in shelf, right? And you can see the stats on here. The quanta is kind of something I don't want too much of. And we can actually upgrade these even further. But if we take a look, we're in the level 80s, right? So we're enchanting at a high level, even with the standard bookshelves. But the good thing is, I can boost this even more with the 9 dragon heads that we have. I can actually take 9 of these shelves, or let's just do 6 for right now. We'll take 6 of these, and all we have to do is upgrade these with the dragon heads that we have. Actually, 6, 7, 8. I'll do 8 for right now. So we take these, they go like this, and ender pearls, I believe, surround the bottom, and we get ourselves some pretty powerful bookshelves here, right? So yeah, these are the maximum strength. These things are where it's at for enchanting, and it's only going to help our enchants. Look at that, level 100 enchants. So what does level 100 enchants mean? It means I need to farm a little bit of experience with our beautiful sword over here, just sitting at our mob farm. I tell you what, it's absolutely crazy to be able to farm levels that fast. I'm at 111. I mean, just playing around, you know, 111. So this is a cult aversion. This right here gives us the protection that I want, almost guaranteed, at a lower level. Oh my gosh, I've got to go for that. Oh, but it gives us Berserker's Fury, which I don't know exactly what that does. I'm gonna have to give that a look. That is a negative. That is a negative. This gives protection. I mean, this is just on its own. I mean, already giving us like the nicest protection. I want to see if I can't roll something else. And maybe that, hopefully this will have... Oh, this, it did roll the protection. And projectile protection. All right, so this is already running something nice. This is running something nice. Depth Strider, like a high tier Depth Strider. Let's just do it. And it also gave us protection as well. Like, of course it did. Let's give this one, this gives us Berserker's Fury as well. But the problem with rolling that is I'm pretty sure when we unroll this, notice it's going to, that's a permanent that we have on there. So kind of a bummer that we have that on there. I do want to see though if I can potentially, I think we have at least protection in here. I'm sure we've rolled protection something. I don't know if I can apply these protections, these really, really high level protections. But I should be able to, like this one has some protection on it. That's nice. That should work. We just need a book and an anvil and we should be good. Because I can just rip this off of here with the book. And we get ourselves a basic protection. Hopefully I can apply that to this helmet. Hopefully it's not too cursed. Awesome. So we still get at least some sort of protection. That helmet would be nice if we were to re-roll it some other time. I think we're looking pretty darn good to be able to fight this thing. We've just upped everything. Like as far as our damage goes, like we're still sitting pretty low. I don't have a great weapon just yet. I'm really tempted to turn this stuff into a sword though. I mean, I almost have to do this, and what I can do is I can take this off of here, and I think we can max enchant it, and then I also might be able to take this and put an not an artifact, an effects on it. So we are about to become incredibly powerful. So let's take a look at this. I went ahead and enchanted this and I ended up rolling looting 9. It's absolutely insane. And then Slayer, which is supposed to do more damage than sharpness, supposedly. I wish I would have rolled sharpness though at the moment, but we'll see how this works. But what's going to make this really powerful is this right here. So this is one of those swords that dropped from the Apotheosis lightning mobs. And this is one that I had farmed a while back ago. This one has a 125.48 critical hit damage on it, which is insane. Then you also see mobs have a 3% chance to explode into a loot pile, which is another like looting thing. This item's enchantability is increased by 23%. So I could, in theory, enchant this, and it could have an insane enchant on it. Like you can see right here, that's a Bane of Anthropods of 13. That's kind of crazy, but what I should be able to do is I can actually strip that off. So you can see right here, I have the ability to rip off the enchantability and also the crit damage. I'm not really worried about the enchantability, but the crit damage is definitely what I want. So I'm going to pull that off with the Mythic FX Tome, and then we're going to apply that to this. And so what we should see happen is this now gets that buff of the 125 critical damage. This sword is crazy. And the funny thing is, it's the blood-seeking etherium broadsword of Latin magic. I mean, it kind of makes sense. This thing is, I mean, we need something to test this on. I mean, seriously. So what better thing to test all of our new gear on than that crawler area that we encountered? I believe the crawler's in here. I don't know. This is a science lab. I'm still very unfamiliar with this. Oh, yes. Okay, there's definitely a crawler. That is the crawler. That looks very familiar. You know what? I have fought one of these before, but they looked totally different at the time, and I really hope that's not a tier 5 dragon, because I have yet to test this armor out. It also doesn't have, like, the best, like, I don't have it all completely unbreakable yet. I hope we're good. And I also have this, which is gonna hopefully make us, like, not dead. That's the goal. So this right here is going to prevent the status effects, which is going to be pretty powerful, honestly. That itself is significant. Where are we getting all the fish from? Where's this fish coming from? All right, and our bag has fresh food in it, ready to go. Let's test this out. Let's see what this is all about. Seeing this, if this armor is good. Ah, look at you. You don't do a thing to me now. Dog gets one shot. Okay. So that's actually doing some damage. Whatever that is doing, I don't know what exactly that was doing. Is this like a... What? It's like one of those breaks for thing. Okay. Packed 25 packed ice, armor stand, full iron, nether. Activation, a spectral arrow. Uh-oh. Do we have spectral arrows? We do. And do we have just a regular bow? Because I might have to do something with that. That's kind of interesting. Whoa, okay. Dogs. They do hurt. Like, we are taking, like, significant damage, it seems like. Is it the harming potions? I have no idea what's... The dogs... Okay, so the dogs are getting teleported away from us. These guys are now, like, 2 shot. 1 shot on a crit, for sure. Yeah, 1 shot for sure on a crit. That's insane, because that's doing a lot of damage. Ow, we take, like... They have some sort of resistance on them. I'm scared to go in there. I probably shouldn't. Look at the dog, just gets completely wrecked and teleported back. These guys are doing nothing to me now. Alright, so... Ooh. That's actually pretty good loot, but like for the area, I mean, this is like semi-okay loot. I find it funny, they've actually built a shrine. A shrine to the bedrock. Apparently there's a piece of bedrock here for whatever reason. Splash potions of regeneration? That's kind of nice to be rocking that. Splash potion of invisibility. Ooh, we might be able to test that out on ourselves. Will that work, actually? We have invisibility? Can they actually see us? I'd have to find some stuff that actually works. I might have to take off this. Or at least turn the night vision part off. Then I can re-equip it. Because the night vision flashing on and off is probably not a good thing. Well, I'm guessing that this area is how we get into the crawler zone. I'm honestly not 100% prepared. You know what? Golden apples for the win, because I think that might help us. Oh boy. Oh wow. Let's eat the golden apple. It's doing like constant tick damage. Okay, so it's regenning. Is it an arrow only thing? Oh no, this guy is straight up regenning. Why though? I remember this. So I don't know if you actually have to remove all the redstone, but these redstone blocks in particular are the ones that are sort of on the statues. Apparently there's 11 of them, and those are supposed to be the ones that we take out. So I'm on the lookout for all of them. Throughout all these areas, we might have to even go into some corridors. But I mean, it kind of makes sense that these red stone lamps are sort of laid out here. I'm mean, they are like here and seemingly to entice you to break them for sure. Like they do have a meaning. Why would they be here? So that does make sense. Now I don't know if I have to break all the ones in the ceiling, but we'll find out. What is this? Oh, this is just, oh, that's the dragon's lair. Oh god, that's the last thing I want to deal with right now is the dragon lair. There's that broken. There's one here. I guess this is what, a breeding room? Oh, I think it worked. Look at him. He's not glowing. It's not glowing anymore. Yes, we can damage. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Oh, that doesn't do as much damage as I thought it was gonna do. Huh. Let's see. I have well, our inventory is just completely bonkers. So yeah, with that, knowing what I know now, wow, we went through a lot of food. That's no wonder I'm losing all my stuff. So yeah, we should be able to easily take it out now. Let's go ahead. Golden carrots, probably one of the better foods to eat right now. Plus, she's going to give us night vision, which is insane. Oh yeah, boom! Look at that, 200 plus damage we did there with that. And voila, heart attack and kill the crawler. We got those advancements. Look at us. We did it. We killed the crawler. Now, does it count towards our quest? Because, oh, it does. And we get the insane bow. Now, I was looking at this. This bow is actually kind of crazy to craft. Oh, wow. It doesn't even require... It consumes redstone dust to fire. You know what? We do have a test subject over here to see actually how insane is this bow. Wait, what? It... Okay. Or it didn't do anything. Maybe because it actually needs arrows? I mean, let's just give it some arrows and let's see. Oh, it does a little bit of damage. It's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it does consume redstone apparently, but it doesn't consume the arrows. Interesting. It uses redstone instead. But yeah, we just destroyed the boss. And one last real quick. This is the dragon that was in the lair. It had come up and was chasing me home. So I decided to, well, go ahead and take it out here. And it is going to land in the water. I've almost been able to kill it. It's been incredibly tedious. Just not letting me hit it. I wish it would just stay still. I know, right? A dragon staying still. Yeah, so we basically have this thing dead. It's got 18 health. We've barely taken any damage. Yeah, as it sinks, and there's another dragon right there. It just lands on the water, doesn't it? How interesting is that? Where are we getting all the fish? I guess our magnet's picking it up? Anyways, I've got to get all of these dragon scales. Yes, please. Because that... Oh, and it was a female dragon, so we just got an emerald. Oh my gosh, emerald dragon egg from that. It says tier 4 fire dragon. Not bad, and very easy to kill. Well, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out, of course, to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Ivan Pulzov. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on Patreon. Becoming an absolute boss. Thank you so much for your support. And guys, of course, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, you can find that linked down in the description below. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Of course, be sure to check out my Discord, also linked down there, and I do live stream on Twitch. At the time of me this video going live, I should be live over there playing some modpack stuff. So be sure to check that out. Guys, I absolutely appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.